All right, hello and welcome back to another wee bit different video. Today's video, we have every 25-26 NBA City jersey tier list maker. I feel like this is a video I do every year. Don't quote me on it, seriously don't. But I feel like it is. I haven't done it this year so far, so I thought, yeah, I got to go through these jerseys and put them in a tier list. Now, as always, when it comes to tier list videos, they're very subjective, very opinion-based, and that's not going to change. That's how these things go. But anyway, I'm going to give you my unbiased opinion, or as unbiased as I can be. We're going to start off with these jerseys, Hawks. I would say these are high B, low A tier City jerseys. They look really good to me. I mean, the black with the, peach-like color, I think works really well. It's different from their traditional white, red, and then red, white, yellow jerseys. I think it looks great. This to me is really, really good. I'm also very, very, very honest with you guys about the fact that I like the color black. Boston jerseys easily A tier, arguably S. I mean, we go down here and we check it out. White jerseys with gold. For those of you that don't know, and for those of you that do know, you know what I'm gonna say. I'm a Laker fan. I'm not supposed to like Boston, but hey, these jerseys smack. Way different than their green. I'm going to be honest when I say that I like jerseys that differentiate from what they typically do in their typical home away jerseys. And these differentiate a lot, and they also are very clean. So we're going to leave that in high A. Arguably S. Honestly, I'm putting it in S. They're amazing. They're great, great jerseys. Then we got Brooklyn. B tier. These are clean. But to me, they're not as unique as these other two jerseys, right? And they don't really change too far from their regular colors. They're adding these. I don't even know what the design's called, what the color palette's called, but they're adding the outlines to these jerseys on their traditional black and white jerseys, which is cool, but they're simple. Now we got Charlotte Hornets, who is paying homage to the Bobcats era, at least it feels like, and I think they do it pretty well. I would say it's very, very, very different from their traditional home away colors, and they're out there, don't get me wrong, but it pays homage to that Bobcats era. And if it's not, if I'm wrong, if it's not doing that, then I don't know what to say. Seriously, if it's not that, then I don't know what to say. But regardless, they're very different, unique. Remind me a bit of Orange Crush, the soda. Solid jerseys, though. I don't think you can go wrong with these. I'm a fan of a lot of these jerseys, if you can't already tell. Next, we got Chicago Bulls, and simple, effective, clean. Can't go wrong with, black jerseys. You got the hint of red. Then you got the blue here, which Sixer-like, if you will. These ones I'm gonna put in B as well. Simple, like the Nets, but not bad at all. Honestly, you could argue A, but I'm gonna go B. The Land. This reminds me of like an Orange Julius. Cavaliers. This jersey is a bit more out there as well, but it differentiates so well from their traditional jerseys. I love it. I love when teams are willing to put themselves out there and be unique. You see these jerseys, they're gonna pop. A tier for me. I think they're great, but I feel like we've seen the same iteration of these exact same jerseys for forever now. They had a black jersey last year, 2 years ago I think as well. Kind of runs the same. They're nice though. They are nice. In a vacuum, they're nice. I just feel like they're the same almost. And so I'm going to leave that in B tier, keeping it going. Denver Nuggets, solid jerseys. The classic rainbow logo, or not logo, the rainbow look that goes way back. And then the mountains that goes way back. No, honestly, I do like those. Maybe A. We're going to go with A. They're a bit more out there. They also pay some homage. I like that. Detroit. Another black jersey here. These are clean. Golden State Warriors. These are not it, man. I think these might be my least favorite so far. This is just not good. White and brown? Brown's just an ugly color though too. It's just one of those things to where you look at it and you don't, in my opinion, you don't feel the type of way where you're feeling clean, you're feeling good. It's just, honestly, I think this is D tier. I think these are the worst City Edition jerseys I've seen in a while. Those are not good. This is a bad City Edition jersey. These are fine. I mean, they don't really differentiate from the Rockets jerseys anyway. The regular white jerseys, I'm not a fan of that. Like, the jerseys in a vacuum are solid, but they're just so close to the regular Rockets jerseys. I mean, again, same thing here where it's just not that different. They're fine. In a vacuum, they're fine, but too similar, in my opinion, to your regular jerseys. Pacers, oof. These are a bit paying homage too, right? I don't like it though. I don't think they're that good. They look old school, very old school. And that's probably what they're going for. Is there a description here? Yeah. Jersey features 1984 and 1990 Pacers lettering. Old school. I don't know. I don't feel really great about these, to be honest with you. Not impressed. Arguably in D tier as well. I really do not like these Pacers jerseys. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, that's not the retro you want to bring back from the Pacers, in my opinion. Those are just not it. Keeping it going, Clippers. Is that red or orange? Brave new beginning, tracing back from the franchise's 1970 roots in Buffalo through San Diego to Los Angeles. Yeah, bold, black, orange, and white. Different from their regular jerseys, but just pretty plain. Not that impressed with the Clippers one. Keeping it going, we got Lakers. These are clean. Obviously way different from the home and away jerseys. Can't go wrong with black, purple, and gold. These are solid. I'd give them a B tier. Nothing more than that, though. Some other teams went way harder in the paint with their City Edition jerseys. The ones listed above. Really solid, though. I don't think you can say these are bad. They're good, but nothing more than that. Memphis Grizzlies, I don't even know what this is. What's the honors, stacks, records, Isaac Hayes, and the city's musical legacy? But, platinum detailing embossed, one of those, I don't know how to pronounce that, patterns and asymmetrical style, not a Memphis soul. I'm not a fan. Maybe when, they try them on, it'll be better. But C tier for me. I don't see the vision necessarily with this one. Maybe it's one of those jerseys that just look better when they're rocking them. Okay, easy S tier. I mean, you got anything Vice City with Miami, and it's a hit. Seriously, you cannot go wrong with it. Original Vice Knights for an encore. This is easily S tier, up there with the Celtics. Great job, Miami. You know what hits. You know what works. These are the best thus far. I haven't seen all of them. I'm going through these now, so I don't know what to expect. Cream City, Milwaukee. Simple. Honestly, originally debuted in 2019-2020, the cream color design. Simple. C tier. Honestly, not impressed. Arguably worse than the Grizzlies ones. I don't know. Either or. These ones are just really simple, though. Keeping it going. Timberwolves. The image is not even fully there. They look fire, though. I gotta say, I'm impressed with them being different than the rest of their jerseys. They're definitely putting themselves out there. I mean, what's the reasoning for this, though? What's the description here? Prince, paying homage to him. Interesting. Yeah, I gotta say, I think these work. Definitely B tier, arguably A. If someone said, oh man, I think these are A tier, I would say, you know what? Fair enough. And I don't even think I see them on here. Oh, they are on here. Okay. Well, I would say B tier. Nothing more than that, in my opinion. Then we got the Pelicans. These are, I feel like I've seen these several times before. Effective in what they bring, right? You get the New Orleans Pelicans colors and then a dominant black, finish. So solid, but nothing crazy. And New York just sticks to New York colors. There's literally nothing different color scheme wise. It's just design. I think they're fine. But again, I'm big on teams, it's a different look than their normal jerseys. Sometimes it fails, but when it hits, it hits. This is not one of those times where they're even trying to be, unique with it. They're just sticking with their regular color palette, and it's fine. It's nothing more than that. To me, these are high C, low B, but I'm gonna go with C. And then you get another iteration of these black jerseys, and I think these are really clean. In this instance, how often do you see Oklahoma City in black jerseys? I would say as of recently, every year feels like there's been some black jerseys, but it's clean. You really just can't go wrong with black jerseys, in all honesty. I mean, the Nets one though is pretty bland, but the rest of them, they're solid. They're consistently B tier. Next up, we have the Magic. Very much sticking with what their color palette is here. They just switched up the design and added some stars on the sides. It's not very innovative in my opinion. They're clean though. I mean, simple, clean, not innovative in any way though. I would go C tier. For those people that are saying, man, but in a vacuum, I think the Rockets jerseys, the Magic jerseys are really clean. And I would agree with you. But when they're so similar to your regular jerseys, they're really, how special can they really be? That's just my opinion on it. Some people would be totally disagreeing with me. I think these are really clean. These are probably better than the Nets, but they're just the exact same color palette. The Nets are too, though, except the colors on the outlines. I don't know, man. Just give me some fresh colors. Sixers, I'm not feeling these, honestly. Navy, red, and then a lighter blue. I don't know. They don't really hit hard. I know that they're different from, the traditional white and then the red. They're just so simple. There's just nothing going on here. That's really what it feels like. It feels like there's nothing going on there. C tier for sure. They're making the Magic look much better. Suns, Valley. I feel like these have been around for freaking forever. They're consistently consistent and it's clean, but you're not breaking the bank with this one. PDX. Okay, these are switching up the color palette. Stick with the black. I like the Blazers ones, honestly. The Valley, if you guys wanted to see the bigger screen version of it here. Seen that for a while now. These are clean. Very simple design, but the blue stripe coming across, blue colorway in general being vastly different from what the Blazers typically rock, which is always red. So again, I'm appreciative of the fact that, hey, oh man, whole different color palette coming in here. It makes these jerseys feel that much more unique. I like it. That's low A tier for sure. I would say B tier. I mean, they're sticking with purple, but it's a different shade of purple. Feels a lot more of a modern design than their traditional jerseys. Remixing the 2023 gray uniform. Shines a new light inspired by the beam. I like these jerseys. I'm going to be honest. Feels more modern than their other jerseys, if you will. I would give these a higher B. Honestly, I really gotta say, yeah, great job, Sacramento. Solid jerseys. San Antonio, these jerseys are killer. Honestly, just the 3 stripes of different colors, paying homage again to the retro San Antonio, but also just being super clean. We got black the rest of the way. Amazing finish. Amazing job for San Antonio there. Hell of a job with their jerseys. That's how you make jerseys feel unique. Vastly different from the regular ones. Give these right here-ish. No, higher. A tier. We're highest of A tier. I really like those. Keeping it going. We got pink, red design, different logo Raptors. Interesting. Reimagining of the iconic 21-22 designs. I'm acknowledging them trying to do something different. I appreciate that as always. You know, I've said it throughout the video, so you guys know where I'm coming from already. But to me, this is a easy B tier. Nothing more though. I feel like the red's kind of out of whack with the pink. Don't really feel like that works the best. But no, I do appreciate them trying to do something, right? I'd give that B tier. Utah's up next. What's going on with Utah? Just navy and then a lighter shade of blue. Pays homage to the original red rock step gradient design. Midnight black to gray gradient representing Utah's rugged mountain terrain. Simple. Slick. I don't know if I'd go as far as to say is great. I would say solid. Not something that you're looking at and thinking, oh man, these are just phenomenal. And it's not something that you're looking at and thinking, oh, this is just terrible. I think it's basic. Low B on this one. What's the last one we got? I think this is the last team here. This is definitely paying homage to some old jerseys they had way back when. I don't even know the year. Does it say? Does it say the year? In the heart of the nation's capital, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Inspired by cities, iconic marble landmarks, and paying tribute to the Wizards legends from Gilbert Arenas, Anton Jameson, Bilal Coulibaly. Oh, okay, wait. Not as way back when as I thought. We're talking about 2000s here. But nevertheless, they went for it. They put themselves out there. They're unique. These jerseys are probably better like once they're on someone as opposed to just hung up. I would say low B. I appreciate it. You honestly, you could say C if you want to. I would personally not be vouching like for this jersey to be staying in B. It's just it's a swing, and I'll give them credit for that. The jersey themselves, I think it'd be better once it's on someone, because I've seen these in 2K, and I promise you, when you think that they're not that great, once you actually play with them in game, they're pretty cool. They are pretty cool. It's just you got to get there. They got to be on someone, and then it looks way better as opposed to just the jersey hanging in there. S tier though is S tier. Boston, Miami, amazing job. Honestly, San Antonio could. We're doing it. San Antonio sneaking into S tier. Great job, San Antonio. I love that. A tier teams, you did a hell of a job. B tier teams, mostly just black jerseys, and then teams that honestly Utah could go to C. Who am I kidding? These are really bland. The rest of the B team jerseys though, the B tier jerseys, not B team jerseys, B tier jerseys. Solid job. You didn't necessarily go for the biggest swings and misses, but you went with black. That's essentially what it boiled down to for most of the teams except the Timberwolves. These are clean though. Can't go too wrong with them. And then the Wizards, which again I'm adamant on, you got to see it once it's on, and it's much better. Because over when it's hung up, you're not feeling the same way. C and D, or D is a horrible job. Terrible job. D tier. C tier just didn't really deviate too much from your regular colors or the Clippers case. I think the design is super just bland, if you will. Nevertheless, I greatly appreciate you guys for watching. If you like, subscribe, it goes a long way to up at the channel. As always, this is All We've Been Different. All We've Been Different. And we out.